When you planned for a vaginal birth but ended up with a C-section, it can feel really frustrating, especially if there were various aspects of that birth experience that made you feel disempowered, that made you feel like your care providers were railroading you. It can bring up a lot of emotions, and those emotions can linger, even if that birth experience took place many years ago. So what we want to do is clear that emotional slate to help you process and release those emotions so you can go into your hopefully successful VBAC experience with, again, that clear emotional slate, with that emotional lightness and freedom. So how do we do that? How do we process these emotions? How do we figure out what you're even, feeling about that birth experience? So one of the first things that you can do is talk to somebody that was present at that birth, because it can be really normal for women to forget the specifics of their birth experience. Sometimes we know that we're frustrated, but we can't quite pinpoint why we're frustrated. Like what is it about that experience that I didn't like, that are triggering these various emotions that I'm having about it? So this might be a birth doula, this might be your partner. A lot of times it is the partner because they usually have a slightly clearer memory of what happened. Doulas are, again, also a great resource. So to try to source, the specifics of the birth experience from these people can be a really great place to start. Next, you want to find a private space where you can process the emotions that come up. So find a private space, let your family know, like, I need at least like an hour or two, and you can cry, you can rage, you can write, you can do whatever you need to start releasing those emotions. And during this time, you can also actually write letters to the people that you feel frustrated with from your birth journey. I don't recommend sending these letters, but say, for example, if you feel like the doctor just like really pushed you into an unneeded C-section or made you feel really disempowered, write a really angry letter to them. Let them know how you feel. Let them know how wronged you feel. Just let it all out. And hopefully this can, trigger more of that release of tears, or again, whatever it is that needs to come out to get you past, the limiting emotions surrounding that prior birth experience. And then now that you've started to pinpoint, okay, what it is about that birth experience that bugs you, and you've started to release some of those heavier emotions, then I recommend finding a sympathetic ear to talk through it all with. And you want to do this with a friend or family member who is an excellent active listener, not somebody that's going to try to talk you out of your feelings. You don't want somebody that's just going to be like, well, you have a healthy baby, so just get over it. No, you want somebody that is totally willing to listen to you vent about your birth experience, to process what you're feeling about it, and that will let you feel whatever you need to feel. So again, a really excellent active listener is what we want here. Okay, and if you feel like your birth experience was especially traumatic, it can be really helpful to see a mental health specialist, especially somebody that specializes in perinatal mental health. Because it is possible to have PTSD after a traumatic birth experience. So if you feel that that is you, it can be so great to seek that professional support. And I also recommend connecting with support groups through organizations like ICAN, which stands for the International Cesarean Awareness Network. And there's chapters all over the United States that connect you with other women that have had similar experiences, and maybe they can be those active listeners for you. I also have a guided meditation attached to this lesson that is all about processing your feelings around your birth experience, releasing them, and creating that clear emotional canvas. So that can be a great additional layer of support for you.